1.18 for open enrollment, one is not needed. You can simply make a good conscious decision by allowing approval of this application and marking the approval box and sign. We are asking for grace and understanding that when Carter is asking for a learning environment he can mentally thrive in, and education is forward with. We find compassion, we grant him that today. Thank you.
Mr. Thompson.
Hello, I'm Tricia Thompson. I'm here with my husband, Joel Thompson, as part of the homeschool group as well.
Yeah. I mean, just next, the board is missing.
Yeah.
We can get the TV. We need the TV. That would stop the. Sure. Josh. Do you see, I've never used this before, sorry. I'm turning the TV on. There's a button on the side. Looking. There you go. You got it. We'll take it all the way down. You just we were at 83. So hold it down until we get to 0. We're at 70. 60. So. I think it's on the speakers too. Oh. Let's just. Right.
Just make sure to turn it off and run up. All right, you
Okay,
yeah.
sorry, bear with me, I'm not a public speaker. But as Jeremy Parrott had said, the parents of the homeschool assistance program is brought to our attention that there have been budget questions as far as what the funds are. Although we can get to that at this point, I just wanted to stand up here.
Sorry, I'll try the other side. There's one more speaker. Then maybe. Sorry. Well, the plus energy gets you tried a couple of times. So like I did like the first run, get a second run, and you'll get a third. Yeah,
But I just wanted to stand up here and say, we want to again, as a community, so my husband Joanna, we have 5 children that have homeschooled. We very unusual. I think homeschool throughout the whole educational journey to one graduating and close to the high school, to another one that is now going to be attending high school. So we're vested in both the school district and we're also vested in the school assistance program. I want to see the Charles City School District thrive, and I also want to see the homeschool assistance program. There's a lot of families in the homeschool assistance program, and I sometimes just feel like I get the feeling that there are members of the administration and members of the school district, members of the community that are not supportive of the homeschool assistance program. And I just wanted to say that I really feel the homeschool assistance program is a missed opportunity for the school district. There are so many families that homeschool their children in surrounding communities, from Osage to New Hampton to North Butler, and all of those families. That's an opportunity if we would publicize and say that we have a homeschool assistance program available and that they know about it. draw those families in to our school district. And it is beneficial to the school district because at the end of each year, any unused funds of the home school assistance program gets to be transferred into the general fund of the school district. Also, many of us, our children are either dual enrolled, or a lot of them eventually do come and enroll full time into the public school system. So there is a financial benefit to this. And so I would just like to use the time just to please consider allowing the home school assistance program to be put onto the page of the school district's website, so other communities, you know. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Kurt Shell. I'm here, for the homeschool systems program as well. Thank you for taking the time to hear my comments. But as Tricia very eloquently put it, the homeschool systems program is great and it's an opportunity for our children. Really put minimal into our children. Our families put it into our children, not the school district. So it doesn't cost you a lot, except to have the homeschool systems program available for our families to use. It's a great opportunity for you to get funding for your school district with little output from it. Well, how much you all know about it, but if you come to some of the meetings or meet teachers, it'd be a great opportunity. The fact that Charles City has people running out of here to go to other schools should make you want a homeschool systems program. We have 40 kids in homeschool systems program. If you don't want to fund it, go elsewhere. Homeschool systems is a choice. Homeschooling is a choice by these families that are all good families in this community. So if you don't want that, you're going to have to keep doing what you're doing because you're going to be lost. Okay? And for anyone in this administration to say that it's not their problem because it happened prior or it happened some other time is unacceptable. We have a terrible history of financial and student retention. You want to change what's going on here in Charles City, or we want to keep doing the status quo? That's what's important. Thank you. Not all of it. Approval of 2009.
I'm in motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second. Motion made and seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed? Committee reports.
Yeah, so, last week, tomorrow's our first day for new teachers, and so I believe, they're really entering that most noble profession. My parents are both teachers, my sister's a teacher. I'm married to a teacher. They have a chance to impact those young lives for years to come and shape our community, so we're excited to meet our new teachers tomorrow. And thanks, Dr. Phil, for helping set that up. This past week, I had a great opportunity to go to the annual School Administrators Conference in Iowa. And it was really a great time, a privilege to have some great conversations with our leaders. The event began with a real touching tribute to the very high school principal that passed away, helping to protect the school from a shooter. And so I thought that was really moving and really struck home the importance of the work we're doing with securing our entrances to the schools, really helping to make those safer and really fortifying those entrances to the schools. And that work was recommended by some of the safety groups that I had a chance to visit with at SAI. Also in the good news category, our FFA chapter is one of the top 10 finalists in the nation this year. And hope they may end up in the top 3, we'll see. But right now they're one of the top 2 from Iowa that have been invited to be a top 10 finalists. And so that's a big honor, a Model of Excellence Award for FFA. There's 9,200 FFA chapters nationwide, and only 10 are selected as finalists. So a huge honor for that team. I'd like to congratulate everybody working hard on that. Let's see, in October, we'll know more about that.
Well, that's just one quick question about that. If we're selected as one of the finalists, like in the top two, three, do we go receive an award or do we come here and recognize it or do anything about it?
So all 10 will be at the national, will be honored at the national convention in October. And so, I'm not sure the location, but Brett informed me that they're all gonna be, acknowledged, all top 10.
Okay.
So. Yeah, so very exciting. And then just pleased to report that some of those good construction projects are well underway. And by the end of the week, I should have some pictures of some finished work to share with the board on from some of those good summer construction projects. Thank you.
Number 9, personnel report.
Make motion to approve the personnel report as presented.
Second. Made second, discussion. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Make motion to approve the PLC fiscal year 25 PLC report that is funding.
Made and seconded, approve the PLC facility for 1.5 seconds. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Yeah. July finance.
Like this.
Hmm.
Yes, it's okay.
Make a motion to approve the, with the mental reform for 5.
Oh, my God.
Now,
We're still not done with fiscal year 24 yet, and auditors and 2 weeks, we'll get closer there. I don't know the final years until September 15th after the CAR is done. And then I'll notice the special deficit as well. After that. So that will come. We did have $148,000 for the FY 24, so that was a big hit in FY 24, and then new expenditures are coming in for 25. So just remember, we don't have any really cash coming in until December. I thought they do. No, not yet, no. The city gets, yep, as you can see, like our main fund is, that fund is negative at the moment, but it's still remain for, property taxes and that, so then it'll be back up in the black. Okay, we'll move. I make a motion to approve the July financials as presented.
motion made and seconded to approve July. Discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
I have just a couple questions on.
Go back to July or tonight?
Go ahead, we'll figure it out.
On page 3, section request for reimbursement when the position is filled by a substitute professional being by IC school to trustee for school districts in the quarterly reports. So does that mean that they'll hire their own people to pay their quarterly services, right? Yeah. Okay, great. Yep. Yeah, the other thing is just. There's 2 district employees who are. Resigning from the district. on page 1, section 1, A and B, those two employees are specifically called out in this contract. So they're resigning from the district, but then going to work for IC in the same capacity.
Under. Right,
They're in work for IC, yes.
That's correct.
So I guess just the other question is there a reason that we have to specifically identify their names? Because if they can remove people and not, does it really matter who it is if they are providing services?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, we had the attorneys look at it, but that's a good point.
I'm just
We wouldn't have to do that in the future, yeah, we could definitely.
And then the second question to that would be, would we have to approve a new contract each time we have to get the name of it?
right, so if they say, well, this person's moving on or whatever.
Right.
We have a kind of contract. So
Yeah, but I think we could look at that language going forward. Yeah, if we have to amend it, we'll change the language.
Is there any?
Yes, just as a history, so this is new, we've never had a 28E agreement before. This is
Not
this is just a special.
we do, not.
And does this have to go in front of their board? They've already. And they didn't have any questions. I'm assuming if they had questions that would address.
It was, their attorney, our attorney, we had a few things.
Oh, so it's
We're
a
addressing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And at that point, I'll make a motion to approve the 28E agreement with Immaculate Conception School.
Motion made and seconded to approve.
We have to do it every year, right? We have to go through and if we don't want to count, we would up to 44.5 and year 26. So it's every year the thing that should be put in the, so 30 that after. We put it up after.
So this fund is, what is the platform?
It's the regular account.
Oh, okay.
So that money is there.
It goes into the FY25 class, so everything and stuff like that, which is happening.
And then what's the privilege transfer of our funds that cost funds of $1,035.89 to $500.
Making a motion made and seconded to approve the class. All in favor, please, aye.
Is this gonna be a new for help, a yearly basis or a monthly basis of having a list of students there?
Well, the window has been restricted again, so I think it'll be much smaller like this. It'll be just certain time of year around that March deadline now. Because they changed the ruling on open enrollment, so you really have to have, one of those age group cause exemptions to transfer outside of the March deadline. So really, we'd be looking at a window around March where we could talk about open enrollments for the next year. And then after that, it would be, as we look at those good cause reasons, do we approve people leaving after that? Otherwise, if it's just, if they're staying put, coming in, we're allowed to, we'll update forward.
So the 23-24 school year was when the state of Iowa had no rule on dates moving and stuff. Right?
Yes, and yes, that isn't, yes, that's
But prior to that, there was the March deadline, so they've gone back to that.
right. All the family had to do before was go to that receiving district, say, I'd like to come here, and then they signed it if they had room. If not, they could say no, or actually their board was technically supposed to say no. And then they could, all they had to do, the board said yes, or they said yes, or their superintendent said yes over there. Then they would just come back and hand you a receipt. They left, and here's your receipt that they left. And that was it. Now it's back to the way it was 2 years ago, where, that March deadline is very
It was
important.
much stricter.
Much, yes, much.
Well, because I would say an incident like that came from a front of the board when it was in that open.
Mhm.
So, these have all been reviewed and appropriately categorized based on the laws that they are.
Right, these were ahead of, I think for the most part, they were ahead of that, or they have, online, because online has
They
an
were all
exclusion.
voted, which is what July one on there.
Yeah.
So moving forward, we will put ours on, most schools have this on there, moving forward, we have. They're also pretty precise.
There's an exclusion for online schools, a person can go to the online schools anytime. So
So they can just apply.
they can open and enroll into the online schools at any point in time in the end of the year.
What about like our Carrie Lane school?
I don't, that's a credit recovery model, I don't think that's a state approved online learning center, I can check on that, but I'm pretty sure it's not.
The top portion here is, they're already open and enrolled, it's been approved. They met the deadline, the second portion we have to vote on. The top is just for our awareness.
Most of the time, board does it. It's too long, yeah.
For all.
Yes, given the March deadline and the Iowa laws as presented, I'll make the motion to approve the deny review open enrollment as presented.
I'll second. Yeah.
Approve the deny review open. Is how it's listed under,
Everything that's listed in front of you. They're approving that you're gonna get nine Carter and approve all the open enrollment stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll second.
Same.
Pages 2024 legislative part.
There's also this, which priority you want to go, this is, that's.
So it makes sense to table this since it was not here. And so I make a motion to table this to our next meeting. If there can be here. Second.
and then gets no change order.
So I can make a motion to approve the 2024-2025. So repeat.
I'll second. Aye.
we've had a contract with them for quite a while. I think they've done a good job. The one thing that we haven't had in several years is like a report on what they've done for us and how it's been and suggestions they're doing. So the only thing I would say, I would recommend the approval of this, just with the caveat that they do at least 2 board presentations a year, maybe mid-year, at the end of the year, just to tell us if they expect the money out, how it's worked, and suggestions that they have for the future. You know, just so we kind of get an idea of what this is.
And a chance for them to market the services that they feel strongly about.
Yeah, so I make a motion to approve the Donovan Group LLC contract with the caveat of them coming and presenting to the board at least twice a year on the partnership that they do. However you want it like that.
Update,
Yeah, update.
on the record.
Okay.
But
Hi.
Apple agreement.
I'm not April's not here, but it's.
Yeah, so we budgeted 350,000 this year for the new computer, so this is half of what is coming in. So her and I got together, and we budgeted for the next 5 years, what we're gonna do to cut it for the lots. So I don't look at your budget, so you don't go over.
So I'm just gonna put it for that.
Well, if I can find it out.
That need computers or is that?
Yeah, that needs to be, we're ordering 150, so I, like, we covering all the teachers.
I think it was staff,
Okay.
part of the staff one, yeah, those were staff ones. Because I know a lot of them being charged and stuff like that, so we did budget that and the share of public, so.
I make a motion to approve the Apple agreement as presented for 170. $184,035. I just want to do all of them.
According to Iowa Code 1.5. One, seat A, to review such records which are required of authorized by state or federal law to be kept confidential. Or be kept confidential as a condition.
I make a motion. I make a motion for such a thing.
like, thing that I'm plugged now until.
Yeah.
First one, and then I don't have to be part of the second one. Before, I'll wait.
All right,
That's the-
Also, Kelly, I think we had a couple for yourself.
Oh, yeah, yep. I'll be in for longer than you. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.